Hello ma'am, my name is Sri Rayush again. My student number 2201421043. I would like to talk about how education has served myself personally and intellectually as a better person. So first of all, we need to understand what is education. Nowadays, the importance of education can no longer be taken for granted. Education is one of the important aspects of human life. How human life goes and a person's personality is formed can be influenced by education. In general, education has a good influence on human life, but not a few of person personality is actually formed into a worse person as a result of education. Actually, education is not just education, which is generally understood as activities found in school, tutoring, and others. Education can also be in the form of life lessons or new things that we get from the community, family, organizations, friendships, work environment, and so on. And we get them wherever. In general, the purpose of education is to improve intellectual quality and shape one's personality, including attitudes and morals. The success of these goals is, of course, based on the input and output that occur during the educational process. The input referred to here is what we receive from education. For example, how our teachers and learning environment are, how our personalities and living environment are, and not only that, input here is also meant by how we respond to the people and environment around us. Because our response and acceptance of something is one of the factors that determine what output will be produced. For me, education has served myself intellectually and personally as a better person. This could happen because of the education I received. For example, personal output is produced by inputs such as praying before studying, mutual cooperation, time disciplines, tidiness, clear rules, group discussion, solidarity, picket responsibilities, responsibility for doing assignment, responsibility for being honest in carrying out tasks, and so on. One example that I want to highlight is picket responsibility. Maybe this is a trivial thing because there are not a few people who don't carry out their responsibilities in class picket. In fact, picket classes from a person to be a person who is responsible, diligent, clean, teaches cooperation, and understand the importance of acting for mutual comfort. Meanwhile, intellectually, education shapes me with structure and directed learning, new knowledge accompanied by explanation, presentation, and argument debates that open our views more broadly, teacher responses to assignment or student discussion, research, and so on. Education also requires us to be involved in various things such as social activities, research, critical thinking, religious activities, organizational activities that are able to make us meet many people with various kinds of different characters. This will make us more insightful and future oriented and adapt to world development. However, if we dig a little about education, which actually makes a person personally and intellectually better, maybe it is the result of the environment and people who may not be able to provide positive energy or input for us. Not only that, how we respond to our environment is also a very important factor. Maybe it's true that the environment and people around our around are very influential on our development, but we ourselves are also the key that determine what output will be produced from the inputs we receive. So, the environment, people around, and yourself are the main factors that will determine whether education can provide benefit for us or vice versa. So that's all from me, ma'am. Thank you for listening.